The phone I got in my hand is Xiaomi Civi 2. Civi is a new series especially designed by Xiaomi for female users. Theoretically, the second generation should be better than the first, but seems like this is not the case. Let's start with its appearance. It's still got a light and thin body, although a little heavier than the previous generation, but you can hardly tell the differences between them. Of the four colors, I recommend the white one, because the blue is a little cheap, black is too ordinary, pink and the last year one is a little similar. Only the white is the most special. Not only does it look wave-like, it's also bumpy to the touch. They say the inspiration comes from Hello Kitty. Well, whatever, it's quite comfortable to touch. The camera module design seems to have been seen somewhere, but it's quite nice. Compared to the first generation, the biggest step back in the design of Civi 2 is the frame, from metal to plastic, which makes it look and feel cheaper than Civi 1. Since it's a phone designed for female, it's certainly important to see how good it is at taking selfies. This time, Civi 2 not only keeps the 32-megapixel autofocus front main camera of the first generation, but also has the 32-megapixel ultra-wide-angle front camera. This one without autofocus. They are also flanked by two dual-tone LED flashes. When you just need to take a selfie alone, then the front main camera performs just as well as its previous model, without autofocus, allowing every detail of your face to show up perfectly in the photo. Civi 2 still retains two beauty effects, one that retains a certain amount of skin texture, and another that makes your skin extra smooth and white. The ultra-wide camera has not changed much except for the wide field of view. The flash this time is a cold and warm flash, so you can choose to take a cold or warm selfie as you like. The ultra-wide camera means you can shoot vlogs more easily with the front camera, and with this teleprompter feature, you can make great vlogs with the Civi 2 in most cases. This footage is what I recorded with the Civi 2, and I think it's pretty good for recording live. But unfortunately, the front camera still does not support 4K resolution recording, nor does it support switching lenses during recording. The background bokeh algorithm is not particularly good, and the cane problem is particularly obvious. In the outdoors, when there is enough light to always ensure that the face exposure is normal, which is great, but after all, the sensor size of the front camera is still too small. Once the light is not enough, the image will be very noisy. So try to choose a bright place when recording videos with front camera. The rear camera has been upgraded a lot, with the IMX766 and the new 32-megapixel ultra-wide camera already beating many phones in its price range. The main camera is our old friend, performing basically the same as the Xiaomi 12 and getting an excellent photo most of the time. With no OIS, you will need to hold the phone steady at night or you will get a blurry photo. The ultra-wide camera has not only got more pixels, but the new algorithm has made it very high contrast. I really like the sense of atmosphere, especially in night scenes. It does not look very bright like other phones. It makes night scenes look more like they were taken at night. There is no doubt that the Civi 2 is better than most other budget phones, so if you are only concerned about the design and the camera, it's worth buying. But if you also care about other features, then it may let you down. Let's talk about its processing performance first. The Snapdragon 7 Generation 1, which uses Samsung's 4nm process, has weak performance. As with the previous generation, don't expect much from its gaming performance. Running PUBG smoothly is its limit. Genshin Impact's test we only run on the grass in Mondstadt. And even with just medium graphics, the processor couldn't hold out anymore. The temperature is not too high and the frame rate is not too high. Simply put, for the same price, you can buy a phone with much better performance than it. Think about whether you can accept its gaming performance before you buy it. The screen is also an average one, with a 120Hz Full HD Plus screen, which is about the same level for everyone at the price point. The most noteworthy is the Android version of the Dynamic Island. Although it's the first dual punch hole screen since the launch of the iPhone 14 series, I don't think the CV2 is a copy of the iPhone 14 Pro because it was a very long process from design to production, and Xiaomi didn't have any interaction design or animations for this area. The flash on both sides also didn't allow it to put the punch hole on the side, so it's probably just a coincidence. The battery is 4500 mAh like CV1, and the battery life is as shown in the picture, which is average. Charging power is increased to 67 watts, 10 minutes to charge 32%, half an hour to charge 83%, and 42 minutes to fully charge. This speed is still very satisfactory. However, one thing that is less satisfying is the speakers have changed from stereo dual speakers to a single speaker. This is a huge step backwards, I think.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
So I have made a table where you can see where CV2 has improved or regressed. So whether it's a recommended phone depends on whether you can accept its shortcomings. As a girl, I only like this phone for its camera. To be honest, I'm very impressed by how do I look and those selfies, even though I know that's not how do I really look in real life, but they're beautiful and natural. Just don't get too addicted to it. This is Carrie from Gizmochina. I will see you next time.